Hey y'all, I am back. I know it's been a minute, but your girl is back with another episode of Damn Girl with Victoria Ashley. And always your host doing the most. It's your girl, Victoria Ashley. So let's get into tonight's episode entitled Perspectives. As we grow older, our viewpoints of things change, as well as our experiences. So how we see things may not always be the same, and quite frankly, they shouldn't be. So I want to get into some of the aspects of my life in which my perspective has changed in my experiences. So I want to start with something light and easy and breezy. And it was just funny to me because I see myself doing it now. And that's with music. One is when we're young, we think that our parents are just old and they don't understand music, they don't know music, and that's why they're like, this shit is bullshit. But as you grow older, you understand and have an appreciation for music, and you hear some shit, you be like, what the fuck is this? Because I sound just like my parents did back in the day. Like, this is trash, this is garbage, this ain't real rap, this ain't real hip-hop, that bitch can't sing, she ain't got no real vocals. Like, I sound just like my goddamn parents. Because my perspective on music has changed. What was good, even their music, and I did not appreciate their music when I was younger because I didn't appreciate anything beyond what I can hear at that present time. But I have a great appreciation for their music, my music, and there are artists today where I'm greatly appreciative of, but at the same time, it's some shit that's trash out there. And my son, he be playing all of it, and I be like, nah son, that don't work for me. And it's not, and it's sometimes we be hypocrites too, because you know, we'll be like, that's dark, this nigga sound like he want me to slit my wrist, but then I was listening to Eminem. And if you was from New York or love New York underground music, that shit sound just like that. Another thing, my viewpoint, my perspective has changed with is neo soul. And it's crazy because I've always known and been familiar with neo soul music. Even like artists I consider neo soul rappers like Arrested Development, Diggable Planets, partially with Tribe Called Quest. Then you have your Erykah Badu's, you have your Jill Scott's, you have artists like that where Maxwell, you know, D'Angelo, Angie Stone, like I love those artists, but I would not listen to them on my own. I would not buy a CD of theirs, but I had people who played it all the time, so I was familiar and I liked the song, you know, On and On was my shit. But when other artists started coming on as I became a teenager, like Floetry or Music Soul Child, shit like that, and Jaheim, was like, okay, you know, cool. But again, if it wasn't playing because if somebody else played it, I wasn't listening to it. Today, in my 30s, my vibe is different. My soul needs neo soul, and I get it. I understand neo soul when I'm listening to it. I got a whole ass bomb ass playlist, and even new artists like Jade Nova, I love her. Snow Allegra, like those type of artists. Lucky Day. Let me tell you, Ro James, yeah. Neo soul is my everything. PJ Morton, like I love that shit. That shit completes me. I have to listen to a part of my playlist at least once a day. Let's go into jobs, working, changing perspective in that. When you're young, you're hungry, you don't really understand the politics of a workplace, a workspace, the cliques, the higher ups, the abuse of power and authorities. But as you go, you start to learn that shit. You also start to learn the laws. You start to understand your work. If you're a great worker like myself, you understand your worth. You understand your knowledge and what you put into it. You know that when you do what you do, you go hard. You stop being a little bit more loyal and start standing more of your ground. Like, I would never stand up for myself in my teens and my 20s at a job. Like, it would just be whatever it is, even if it's wrong and it's like I'm being played, I just take it because I need this job. Today, don't play with Victoria. Victoria has been in her field for over 12 years. Victoria know what the fuck she does. Every time Victoria gets a job in this position, Victoria's a motherfucking rock star. Victoria leaves the job. They never leave her. Okay? Victoria gets chances because they understand this bitch is a motherfucking trophy. Let me tell you, the job I have now, before I had this job, I was working at another job for a major company. And with this company, I was winning awards every month. Let me show y'all one. I was winning. It's a fucking banana, but it was my motherfucking banana. And I had plenty of them because I was the top collector every month. I was doing my claims. I was getting the money. I was calling patients. I was doing everything and beyond, helping train motherfuckers. But when it came time to talk about stability and pay, I kept getting put off. But you still expected me to do the same work. You didn't expect morale for me to go down. You expect for me to give my all. Now I'm a competitive bitch, so I will keep going. But still, you weren't really appreciating my work. And so, by chance, a doctor who happened to be a patient had an office manager contacted me. I had an interview with her. When I got the job, she told me, yeah, I knew you would do great here. That's why I poached you. Her words, not mine. Okay? Because they understood, oh, she's amazing with customer service or whatever the case may be, because I've had to speak to this doctor before as a patient. Understand, I'm coming with accolades. Understand that I'm gonna give my all, and understand I never ever get trained. I get 1 or 2 days of training and I let them let me be on my own, and I do that. Even with this job, I'm a billing manager and I'm already okay. I left that job and already progressed, got better benefits, higher pay. I'm not going to be afraid and not stand up for myself and miss out on opportunities that are out there because I'm trying to be loyal. My daddy once told me, never be loyal to a job because they'll never be loyal to you. And that's true. They don't give a fuck if you got bills to pay. They will let you go and be like, that's what it is. So why wouldn't I be like, well, this job is paying me more. I got to go. That's what it is. Okay? And speaking of jobs and stuff, another thing is the hustler spirit is different. And I wish I had it more when I was younger, like the kids do these days, where they're like, fuck what society has to say. This is my creative standpoint. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm taking it. And this is how we doing it. I respect it. And when it comes to creativity, like, I'm all for creative expression in any way possible. And if you can monetize it, go the fuck for it. When I was younger, it was do what society says. That says go to college, get a job, and that's it. Buy a house, a car. That's it. All that creative shit, that is for your spare time. Those are hobbies. We don't play those type of games. Focus on practical shit. Today, no. And I even push my kids into whatever they may be interested in creatively. Let that shit out. Let that shit grow. And I'm going to help you make it grow. Because I do everything. Today, I want to learn and touch everything. I've learned to do nails. I have a whole shelf of shit. T-shirts. Learned to sew. Well, I learned to knit and crochet. I taught myself piano. I got books and books and books. Y'all, I'm slow. Of everything. I ain't gonna put any fucking books out, but I got everything to teach. Like, I love to learn, and if it's something that will have me have a creative outlet where I can see where this go, where my mind takes me when I do this, it's perfect for me. Even with this podcast, I don't care, again, if it's only 2 people watching me. I'm going to give y'all everything I got, and we're going to have a good time together. And if I can make you laugh, I did my motherfucking duty, because my creative juices was flowing, and I got you in. I sucked you in, and we had a good motherfucking time. All right? Now, let's get into some shit like social media. Because, you know, social media used to be a place where you connect with people, you know, get in touch with folks, drama, all of that. Today, I understand the power of social media. Social media has changed to a point where you can get paid for posting. My nigga, I was posting for no fucking reason. Today, I'm like, oh, social media is important. When I was going through a phase where I just wanted to be away from social media because it was just messy, now I'm just like, I need to know how to get back in. You know what I'm saying? For real. And get my money up just like everybody else. And you also gotta, I also look at creativity like a therapeutic outlet. Like when I'm in my creative space, like my focus is on what I'm doing. I want to find the best way to be creative. I want to see where my mind will take me, and if I can surpass anybody else who's been there. That's where I love to be creatively. Like, I just want to be out the box. I want to show people something that they probably haven't seen. And if they have seen it, I done remixed it so good that it seems like the original. Now, my perspective on this next topic has changed tremendously. And I feel like with this subject, everybody's perspective should constantly change, especially as you grow older. And that's with dating. Like, you shouldn't be still thinking the same way with dating that you did at 16 as you do at 46. That's just stupid. One thing for sure, preferences and boundaries. Now, younger me did not respect them for me or other people, because I realized that I didn't have them for my own. I didn't really have preferences. I was okay with whatever came to me. It is what it is. You like me or you giving me your time, attention, that's cool, whatever. I didn't really seek out. And boundaries, I didn't respect them or understand them because I didn't have my own. So of course, if I didn't have my own, how would I know how important they are? But I learned. Today, yes, your preference is your preference. And first of all, I'm minding my motherfucking business. What you like is what you like. If it ain't me, that's fine. There's other motherfuckers who do. Boundaries, I'm going to respect your boundaries to the utmost that I can, because I want you to give me that same grace and mercy. I want you to respect mine, because now I have mine put in place and I understand how important it is, and I understand how it contributes to my peace. So if it's getting in the way of that, I don't want it around. So I'm going to give you the respect I'm asking for when it comes to my boundaries and what I prefer. Like, my brother one time was telling me that, oh, he didn't want to date women with kids, and I was not understanding, because I'm like, how are you gonna say you don't want to date women with kids, but you expect them to date you and you have them? And he was like, it don't matter, that's what I want. If I don't want to deal with this because I don't want to deal with X, Y, and Z, then that's what I want to deal with. And I got it, I understand, because people's preferences, it may not be exactly what they get, but at the same time, it's what they prefer for a reason. Like, I have a preference. Like, I ain't too big on preferences, because we'll get into that. But I have a preference, and big dick is a preference. Okay? You may not like thick bitches like me who wear hats that say we all need money. That's fine. But if you got a little dick, it don't matter, because I like big dicks. That's my preference. It is what it is. And some people prefer Burger King over McDonald's. Anyways. But I had to understand that, hey, you can't be mad at that. Because can't nobody be mad at me for what the fuck I like. It is what it is. And my boundaries, I would not allow to be stepped on. I would not allow you in my space to do so. So, you know, my perspective had changed from young me to now, and they'll probably change more. I think they will probably get more deep, I probably will have more the older I get, more boundaries for sure. Preferences, I would think so, because my wants and needs will most likely change, and there's just certain shit I ain't gonna settle for, which is the next topic, because, you know, oftentimes we settle for shit. Like, again, you may have your preferences, but you can, you know, let one or two things slide, because it really ain't that serious. But now when you start being like, well, I can't find this at all, I'm gonna go here because, you know, it's what's convenient. That's where shit goes wrong. When motherfuckers start settling. Back in the day, I felt like, okay, settling is okay. You know, it's better to have something than nothing, right? Today, I'm not settling for shit. I want what I want, how I want it, and when I want it. If you cannot be a part of that, then you ain't in it. And that's it. I don't give a fuck. That's where I'm at today with settling. I don't give a damn. And that includes with, now, here's the thing. Something like looks aren't as important to me as they were back in the day. And the main reason why is my fucking tubes are tied. I don't ever plan to procreate with anyone ever fucking again. So I don't give a fuck. You can't give me monkey children. So I'm cool with fucking with you. You know, if you treat me good, not good, great, like the queen I am, because I am, truthfully, I am spoiled. And it's my dad's fault. I'm a daddy's girl. And he put me in the world, and he passed the next nigga the torch and said, you got to do the same shit, my nigga. So, I ain't really worried about looks. If you treat me the way I should be treated, we're good. It's all the same when the lights go off anyway. And if you have a big dick, you already at top tier. So I don't give a fuck. You can fuck the ugly away to me. I would be like, that nigga got the finest eyebrows I've ever seen in my life. Did you see how his lip curled? Ain't nobody lip curl as fine as that, as sexy as that. I would find something beautiful about your ass. Every beast has some beauty. Okay? Oh, yes. While I'm talking about ugly people and shit like that, all that, I want to, before I go into relationships, because we're going to get into that. When it comes to creativity, I feel like there are things also I shouldn't have been afraid to do that today I want to do but can't do because time has not been my friend on those ends. Shit like stripping and OnlyFans. Now listen, back in the day, I would shun bitches like that. I'd talk about them and be with the rest of the chickens clucking about these bitches. But let's keep it real. These hoes had a mission and they was going somewhere with that because these bitches getting paid to do the same shit that we was doing for free. Now, gravity ain't on my side, so I can't strip now. I ain't gonna even try, and ain't nobody paying to see my knees pop. But back in the day, when that body yaddy was body yaddying, I should have been on that goddamn pole. I could be a motherfucking top rapper by now. I could be an icon. I could have been before Nicki. I could have been before Cardi. Y'all would have seen me like, yeah, started from the pole. Now I'm in the nigga hole. Because I'm worried about everybody else. And I ain't letting my creative juices flow. Now I missed out on a record deal and being a motherfucking rap legend because I'm worried about everybody else. And today, OnlyFans. I can't do OnlyFans. Too many people in my family be looking on OnlyFans. And I don't want to be one of their goddamn fans only. So, you know, but back to, I just had to get that out the way. Because, you know, that's creative too. And, you know, stripper dreams are real dreams too. But back to settling, not settling. And the reason why I feel like settling is not cool for me is because, again, with my preferences, I know what I want. And I think that I cannot get that with settling and be happy. Because eventually I'm going to resent that I settled for this when XYZ is out there. And yeah, getting what you want ain't always good. But my cousin once said to me, I'd rather get played by somebody the fuck I want than played by a motherfucker I settle for. Hello? I'm not going to do that. So yeah, I'm down with that. I'd rather be played by what I want than played by something I settle for. So why the fuck settle? And my perspective on relationships has changed, of course, because I've been married and I was in a relationship for a long time. And I remember how it was prior to that when I was dating and how it is now that I'm dating. And the progressions of a relationship, like, I know I'm wife material. I've been a fucking wife. I know what it takes to be a wife. I know what mistakes I made and how I could be better at being a wife. However, I don't want to rush down that path. So when it comes to the progressions of relationship, oh, I take my precious time, because I definitely ain't. I know that if I give my energy, if I actually put forth the effort to be in a relationship, I could have been in 10 relationships 10 times over by now. But I'm definitely not trying to put myself in a situation to be played. I'm definitely not trying to sit there and rush into something without vetting the motherfucker fully, because I refuse to enter a relationship under gaslighted false pretenses. I'd rather know the real. I'd rather have our shit the way we have it. We put everything on the table and we keep it real, which is why I feel like a lot of marriages and relationships are failing today. Shout out to Jada. Y'all seen that shit with the bitch with the we've been secretly separated for 16 years? She is a beast. I'm not a bitch, but a beast. Man, you can't do nothing but respect that bitch. Anyways, but that's why I feel like most of them fail. We get to a point where we were like, okay, we're gonna settle for this. Then your viewpoints change, things change. You started a family, you grown, your mind frame changed, and you start to grow in different ways. And it's like, I really want my boundaries now. I really have these preferences. You ain't it. I don't think I want this anymore. And I feel like second and sometimes third marriages last longer because they are on a different path, where it's like, now that I've done that, all I can do is take this. I can't settle for that. I've already settled for that before. I ain't doing it. And two, because you, most of the time, by the time you in a second or third marriage, you done already had your family. You ain't starting from the ground up. You already established your shit, so you probably better financially. Shit just probably better. I'm not saying that first marriages fail or don't work. I'm just saying why a lot of them do. But that's the thing with settling and being in relationships and getting fucked over by people you settle for. Like, one, I don't need the drama. Not from you, when I could have been at Big Dick Harry house all day. What do you mean? I don't really. Oh, another thing with dating, the drama. I entertained drama back in the day because I was young and dumb, and I just wanted to prove a point and flex and be the hardest motherfucker on the block. Today, girl, you can't pay me to argue. Don't nobody call me as a woman. Don't ever hit me up and be like, are you with so-and-so, or I heard this, or this my man. No, he's not your man, bitch. He's our man, and respect it. Because I'm not stepping on your toes on Tuesday. Bitch, don't you come on my Saturday and Sunday, okay? We cool. Let's keep it cool. Everybody got their roles. Know yours. Know your role and shut your mouth. Please and thank you. Because, bitch, I'm going to give you what you want. You want a clown? I'm going to show you a clown, honey. And I'm going to sit there and bust jokes all night. You going to hang up on me like you immature, bitch. Yes, I am, bitch. And he loved this immature pussy. And, all right. And also with dating, too, I like my space. I'm not about to overcrowd you. I don't need every minute of your day. I don't need you to call me all the time. I don't need you to be up under me. No, have your space to do you freely. And I'm not just talking about like with other women or anything like that. I'm talking about, it could be you like to build bikes, you like to go golfing, whatever. I will give you your space to do whatever you feel is good for you, as far as letting you have your outlets, because I want you to give me the same thing. I love my space. So that perspective with dating, all of that is a different perspective with dating, how I look at it now versus how I looked at it 15, 20 years ago. Damn, bitch, that's a lot of years you can add onto your life. Like, damn, you can say that far back. This ain't no 5 years. Whatever. So, another one, and it's adjacent to dating, sex. Now, if y'all seen my promo video, y'all seen how 21-year-old Victoria versus 37-year-old Victoria, thinks of things. And that shit is true. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying exactly that, or maybe I am. But what I am saying is what I thought was weird or might not have been my thing definitely changed. And I'm more open. I'm not at a point like I was scared of being judged back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to look like a whore. You know what I'm saying? But I realized that in the bedroom, being a whore is exactly what you should be. And trying things or doing something, I'm not really a no girl. I go with the flow all the time. Back in the day, like even when I told the story about sucking dick, like I thought it was gross. Today, I feel like I have to continue to hold the belt as the champion of the world. I am not letting that title go for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Kinks and shit, I'm not afraid about talking about or using toys. I have, and I will talk about this by curiosity. You know what I'm saying? I definitely kissed a girl and liked it. I don't mind experimenting. I ain't go far because, you know, coochie licking is not for me. I only suck dick. So, sorry. Masturbation. Like, I'm proud to be a masturbator. I talk about it all the time, and I do it as often as I can. And if I could do it a couple of times a day, I will, because that's a bonus, okay? It releases my endorphins, and it makes me be able to come in here in peace and do these podcasts happily, okay? Oh, also, now, everybody may not agree with me on this, but I don't give a fuck. Dick pics are important to me. Back then, it'd be like, nobody asked you for this. You're soliciting penis pics and blah, blah, blah. No, it's damn near like an application requirement. All right, y'all, my bad. My shit cut off. But as I was talking about dick pics. Now, again, I feel like it's an application requirement for me. Like, I need to know what I'm getting into before I get into it. Like, yeah, send me that dick pic. And I'd be like, okay. Or I'm gonna be like, okay. But either way, I need to see. All right. Now, let's get into rosters. I want to talk about rosters because I had a conversation recently with somebody and we were talking about rosters, and I was saying how women differ from men because we don't fuck with everybody on our roster. Like, we might have one designated dick. He might just be a pussy eater. You never know. It depends on your roster, who you are, how you do it. Don't matter. You might have your get money nigga. You might have your emotional connect. You might have your weed man. You might, whatever the purpose. But we usually only have one designated dick. Everybody ain't getting it. And then if we doing anything is we benching that motherfucker and put another motherfucker on the field and switching off depending on how great they are at their motherfucking roles. He was explaining to me that, yeah, they have their roles too. And it was also a sexual thing. He was explaining to me, like, what I may do with you, I may never do with another woman. But I might go through some things, I ain't gonna say what he said, where I want to do this and this and that. And this person might serve that purpose. And I was like, you know what? I can respect that. I can honestly say, I'm okay with that. Because no, I don't want that shit. And if you have somebody who's willing to do that for you, I'd rather you let me know and you get that out, and then you come back to me with a different mind frame. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. And it hit me like, okay, with the rosters and everybody playing their roles, sexual role is important too. Now, I ain't saying that us on this side should be sitting here having dick rolls for everybody, because nigga, can you make me come? This motherfucker can the best. He's the designated dick. That's it. Okay, until, you know, he get injured or we take him off the roster. Which brings me to my last topic for tonight, and it's probably the craziest one to say my perspective has changed on, but it has, because I've been through the worst. You know what I'm saying? I'm 37, I'm close to 40. I've been through some shit when it comes to relationships, and at this point, I ain't chancing it. I ain't a gambling woman. I'm cool. cheating. Now, back in the day, nah, I wasn't down with the get down at all. I'm a loyal person, so you better be loyal to me. Cheating was more so a delusional role on my side where I'm just like, that's my man, and we gonna be forever, but I'm gonna get at this bitch, but I'm gonna be mad at him, but I'm still taking back on myself, fuck him, and I'm gonna be that, and I ain't do nothing myself. I'm gonna just keep loving him, and maybe if I fuck him harder, then it will be better. No. Not today. Not Victoria. She will not. Cheating today. Getting my lick back isn't enough. I need to get my lick back, hit back, a bite, a suck, a chew, a punch. I have to get it all. Cheat on me, baby. If we decide we're going to be monogamous and that's how we putting shit on the table and it's supposed to be you and me, I'm going to give you my loyalty. But the moment shit switches, the games begin, honey. Winter is coming. First of all, I ain't gonna go through nobody's phone. I used to do that shit back in the day. Go through your phone, emails, whatever the case may be. I don't, no. All it takes is a piece of suspicion for me. Okay? A piece of it don't take much, nigga. I'm sitting here like, when he gonna cheat? Because I done had this nigga on deck for 3 months. And I done already vetted him. I done seen his dick pic. And I've been being cool because I'm trying to be loyal. But the moment you fuck up, I'm calling that nigga. And that night, my lick back begins. Again, it don't have to be much. Motherfucker, like 5 pictures of this bitch. That's enough for me. I don't give a fuck if you ain't never met her in life. That was enough for me. You liking bitches pictures? Well, I'm liking dicks. So you cheat on me, I'm cheating on you. We could cheat on each other if that's what you want to do. We could stay together, especially if it's a financial gain for the both of us. Let's stay together. Because let's keep it real. While I was talking about Jada earlier, let's keep it real. While everybody was talking about the Will and Jada love, you know, Tisha and Dwayne, all of those couples that are now not together, my perspective has changed on that. I used to be just like everybody else. That's the type of love I aspire to have. Today, it's the opposite. It was the love everybody thought was trash and thought was stupid and weird. Today, I aspire to have Oprah and Stedman love. Give me that Oprah and Stedman. Motherfuckers never got married. Okay, they had each other, they enjoyed each other and made money while doing it. Okay, traveled happy, doing whatever they fuck want. You ain't never heard about Stedman doing no other shit. And he might have, and Oprah has too, because I know that bitch didn't fuck somebody else. But that's their business. They keep their shit between them, they keep it player, and they keep it pimping, and they ain't got no legal bindings. That's what the fuck I want. I want to be Oprah and Stedman. Okay? But that is tonight's episode. I'm so thankful for y'all who has tuned in. Y'all, I am ready to give more. Y'all can't wait till next week. So much so that I'm going to do a double and give y'all another one this week because I know I've been behind and my ass was lagging. So now I'm back and I'm coming through full force and we here. So I cannot wait to see y'all later this week. I love y'all. Carry on.